Hi, beautiful people. Today, I want to talk about all the things that I've been doing to protect my energy while not completely shouting out the external world. So, finding that cohesion of just my inner state being pretty solid while there is madness and chaos going everywhere. It's like everywhere you turn, right? We're triggered. We're triggered by things that we consider stupid. We're triggered by things that we consider to be pompous. But ultimately, everything lies from within. Everything is a reflection. Everything that we're seeing is hitting a spot within us that we don't like. And instead of, most people don't look inward, most people just continue to put that blame outwards. And it's completely understandable. The pain that you feel inside, that pain body, is so real and so raw. But when we work on processing our emotions in a healthy way, taking care of our mind, our body, our spirit, it's going to be harder and harder for external things to penetrate our barrier. Like, you're not going to pop my bubble. You're not going to kill my vibe. It's all very, very doable. So I want to chat about the things that I've been doing recently that have really helped me when something happens, for me to not react and blow up like I normally would, for me to not have to, speak my truth or say why I believe that I'm right, and just this inner peace and acceptance of everyone else, what they think and say is right and true to them. And it's also right and true, my truth. Multiple things can coexist at the same time. I've been really big lately on physical symptoms, like physical things to keep me grounded, symbols. One being this black onyx ring that I got. So black onyx is a grounding stone associated with the root chakra, and it's gonna protect your energy essentially. Like, I'm warding off the energy of others, and when I put this on, there's an intention to it. Like, intention is everything. So if I were to just add this to my habits, like my new routine, to like throw on this ring every day, like, that's fine, that's cool. But it ultimately, the magic is the intention behind I'm putting this on. So I'm taking my time in the morning, like I'm slowing down all my routines, picking up my ring, like just taking a moment to appreciate the beauty in what this symbolizes for me. Put it on my hand. I'm able to go throughout my day imagining that energy bubble that surrounds me, and just feeling the strength and power in who I am, speaking my truth and not letting these external factors bother me. Another part of my routine that's really been helping me stay grounded and not lash out when I get upset, right? When that emotion takes over, instead of acting on it, I'm like, okay, this emotion within me exists, but I actually do have the willpower to show up in a way that aligns with who I am. And a lot of the times that's just not saying anything. I feel like we're so like defensive as humans, anytime something pops up, you feel like you need to like over explain yourself. That's a trauma response. We can totally talk about that if you guys are interested. But like a lot of people pleasing, like we just want to keep the peace, we don't want any arguing. Like, no, it's actually quite okay to argue with someone if you're doing it in a respectful manner, right? To kind of like, I want to see your point of view, and not, like, that's interesting how that's different from mine. I think we should be having those conversations to kind of like expand our horizons and our mindset and viewpoint on life. Like, that's beautiful to do, but not feeling like you have to win, in the argument, because your truth. But when I've been brushing my teeth, I have been like grounding down at the sink. I've always just treated it as such a chore. There's so many things like skincare and just taking care of ourselves. Like, unless you have those habits really, really solid at a young age, like I feel like as you get older, it just gets harder and harder to do those mundane things. But if you're able to think big picture and your overall like health, absolutely we need to do those boring things, but be present while doing them, right? So we're not just like rushing through the motions. We're actually, feet are grounded. You can even like look at yourself in the mirror, like hype yourself up, whatever, while you're doing it. But be present in those moments when you don't want to be, when it's difficult, when the silence is like, I feel like I'm going crazy because it's silent and now I'm like left with my thoughts. Sit with that uncomfy moments and you will get through, and every time you do that, you're going to get more and more resilient. I have been starting my days off with yoga, and this is absolutely like my favorite part of the day. It's the perfect amount of challenge. I mean, I've had like a dance background and I'm always just like naturally kind of flexible, so it kind of makes sense that I've gravitated in this area. But I have expanded in so many other ways. Like, yoga is not about stretching, y'all. It's really, really not. The more and more you show up on your mat, you will see how quiet your mind becomes in stressful situations. I don't know about you guys, but like, I do not handle stressful situations very well in the past. Like, I am definitely a freeze response. So something, traumatic happens or something that I should be alert and act on, like, I completely shut down, and that's my nervous system not feeling safe for several years. As I've been showing up on my yoga mat, I have gained this sense of stillness that now when I do have situations where like, you need to think and you need to think quick, like you need to act, I am fucking ready. And that is like just the most magical thing ever. When you start to get to like healing the root of the trauma and healing your nervous system and being able to move throughout life like proud and taking up space and living and having an opinion and having likes, dislikes, wants, like that is all a normal, safe part of life. So I just want to say I'm so sorry to everyone who has ever felt like you couldn't be yourself, you couldn't express yourself, you were too much, you weren't enough. Never, ever, ever dim your light for someone else. That just wasn't your person. Like, the people that are meant for you, that are drawn into your life, are going to love every aspect of you. They're not going to be judging little things, like, the big thing for me growing up was body hair. Like, there was just such a stigma around that. But people would be rude as hell. Like, you would literally be at the pool and get called out in front of everyone for not having shaved your legs as a 12-year-old girl. But like, that's the shit and experiences that stick with people, and they feel like they have to attain to all these beauty standards and they have to be like fun and outgoing or whatever. Like, if you're an introvert and the best of your energy is seen at home when you're alone, but you're doing what you love, like what feels authentic and good to you, that is what we should be striving for. We need to like, you almost need to forget everything you learned. We need to uncondition, and we need to heal, and we need to love. I've also been taking account recently of like areas in my life where I'm just giving way too much energy, and one of those is like food. I spend so much mental energy around food, like when's my next meal, just thinking about what to eat. Like, if that doesn't resonate with you, maybe you don't understand, but if it does resonate, like, I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just I spend so many mental minutes with like this garbage. So for the last several weeks, I've done this delivery food service. It does have a little bit of a premium. I'm like very grateful and blessed that I'm able to take care of my nutrition in this way, because I just decided like, I'm gonna pay a little bit extra so that I'm getting nutritious meals sent to my door. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to like just spend all this time stressing out about it. So since I've been able to do that, that has like taken a huge relief off my shoulders. Like, it's just one less thing, to have to think about and navigate with life. So if you're able to, absolutely invest in your health, your self-care, whatever you can. And if you don't have those extra resources, like, there's so much you can do for free. Honestly, yoga, there's great YouTube videos. any sort of movement. I mean, you can find anything on YouTube now, you know, so you can definitely work smarter and not harder. I would, though, invest in a planner. Actually, I'm working on one this week. This is like my weekly planner, and I know it's backwards, but it's got Monday through Sunday, and then it's broken down by time slots. So now that summer's coming, I'm feeling like energized, I'm feeling more motivated. I definitely want to plan more and more things out. I think as I started my healing journey, it felt really overwhelming, like all the different areas of my life that I had to totally rewrite was just a lot. So if you're feeling like stuck and overwhelmed and you don't know where to start, just start one place. Start one place. But I'm getting to the point now where I'm building that resilience, right? I've shown to myself that I can show up for myself. I can do yoga day in and day out. I can do my skincare, brush my teeth day in and day out. So it's kind of just adding things over time. As you build that confidence, like, it gets easier. So I'm in a place now where I want to focus just more on living, honestly. Like, I waste a lot of hours watching TV too. Like, television is my biggest vice right now. I've had all the vices, and I'm like slowly weaning them all away. There's some that are easier to give up than others. Like, I don't know what it is about TV. I think honestly TV was my babysitter. Like, TV raised me growing up, so it's just a natural kind of comfort to go there, especially when I use so much mental energy throughout the day. Like, I kind of just want to veg out. But I'm realizing how much that is holding me back in my life. Like, that's when I should be reading, right? Reading up on Reiki. Like, I do really want to get Reiki certified, especially when a couple weeks ago I did Reiki on myself for the first time. Almost unintentional, but it was the most magical thing of my life. Like, it just woke in something inside me. Like, I know how truly magical I am. I know how magical we all are. And like, word is gospel in the sense that the words that you say out loud, the words that you think in your head, if there's a negative connotation with them, like, you're literally gonna be down here and you're gonna be moving through life as if the word is the truth and the word is negative, and you're gonna get all this negativity at you. Versus if you think positive, you speak positivity, you're hyping other people up, like, you're rooting for people and rooting for yourself, and like, I'm a badass bitch, I got this, whatever, your mantras, your affirmations, life will just flow so much easier. Like, once you learn to accept the things that you can't change and realize what you can change and put in that work day in and day out, build your habits, build your routines. It's all a process over time, right? We're thinking big picture. We're not, summer's here, like, I need a bikini body. Like, no, that like takes years to put in the freaking work, but you are worthy and deserving and beautiful of that now. Like, enjoy the process. Don't stress about the finish line. Just enjoy living. I've also been writing gratitude every single day, every single morning. I wake up, I take Tootie out to go to the bathroom, I do yoga, I meditate. YouTube is, I don't know, they're really smart about, like, my yoga video will finish and then it'll go right into a morning frequency, which is perfect. Just sit there and meditate. And then I've got my journal where I write gratitude every single day. Even if you're like struggling to think of something to be grateful for, start super basic. Like, when I take Snickers outside and the sun is out, like, and I see the sky, I'm just so appreciative for that, because we don't get it every day. You have clouds some days. Like, absolutely do not take things, do not take people or places for granted. Like, the more gratitude that you express, just more abundance is going to flow to you. Your body is going to feel safer to receive more beautiful things. Do your daily gratitude. Movement is huge too. Movement outside of yoga, like, I've been trying to really be good about taking breaks during my W2, like taking my 2 15-minute breaks. I know a lot of us, like, we all get 2 15s, right? But most of us don't take that. and just time to move, flow my body, move my spine, anything to get you out of your head. And you keep doing that day in and day out, you are going to realize how your thoughts are not you. Like, you get a thought in, boop, negative, icky, it's going to hit somewhere. It's going to hit you somewhere. It's not going to feel good. Once you learn to accept that, though, the shadow self, right? The ugly parts, all the conditioning that you've received that isn't even yours, like, let go what is not yours. And the stuff that doesn't feel great, you gotta accept it. You have to. We are flawed beings, and that's okay. There's so much beauty with the contrast. Like, life is nothing without contrast. Life is nothing without, there's no light without dark. There's no beautiful without ugly. It all coexists, and it's all so worthy and beautiful. This messy fucking life. Change your thoughts. Move your body. Watch life just flow and resonate in your authenticity. It's such a beautiful world. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen, but there's a lot of love too. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of the weekend. So many beautiful people that are doing the best they can, showing up every single day. Give yourself a pat on the back, seriously, for showing up. You woke up today. You got out of bed today. Let's fucking go.